There could be a new sheriff in town, and it might be you. Find out what it's all about. Coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning and happy Memorial Day. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Holiday Inn West on the Waterway. We're focused on the upcoming Citizens Police Academy, and we're visiting with its director, Sergeant Tommy Chestnut. I hope I can call you that, the director, or is there such a thing?
Well, more or less coordinator.
I should have asked you that before we started. The coordinator, Sergeant Tommy Chestnut. Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much, and happy Memorial Day.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure being here as well.
We're in here at 7 a.m. and so many things going on, of course, at the beach. The beach is packed right now. There's a lot of folks, a lot of motorcycles whizzing by now out here on 501.
Yeah, they should be leaving us.
Absolutely.
After having a good weekend.
Oh, yeah. Golly. Were you working this weekend, Tom?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind if I call you Tommy?
Tommy is fine.
You go by Sergeant Chestnut, I guess, a good bit.
A lot of people do call me Sergeant Chestnut. A lot of my friends call me Sergeant, and I don't mind if they call me Tommy one bit.
Right.
Some of them stick with Tommy. Some of them stick with Sergeant.
Absolutely. Viewers can't see it, but right below the WT Chestnut there on your chest, it says since 1980.
That's correct. I started with the Myrtle Beach Police Department March 3rd, 1980.
27 years ago. That's amazing.
Yes, sir. It's been a fun career.
Absolutely. Had you always thought about law enforcement?
Actually, I have thought about it quite a bit. My dad before me worked with the Myrtle Beach Police Department. He retired in 1974. And I told myself, no, that's not for me. But I did like the idea of helping people, and then I got to thinking about it after talking with a couple of friends who were on the police department in 1980, and they talked me into putting my application in, and I was accepted.
Wow. So you said your father was on the Myrtle Beach Police Department?
Yeah. He retired as a lieutenant after 23 years of service.
So it'd be stupid of me to ask, where'd you grow up? That's right.
Right here in downtown Myrtle Beach.
Were you born in Myrtle Beach?
Well, actually, I'll say I was born and raised in Myrtle Beach, but I was actually born in Conway Hospital because Myrtle Beach was not big enough at that time to have a hospital.
Wow.
It was, I think, in the following year or the year after that Ocean View Memorial first opened.
Is that right? Right after your birth?
That's correct.
So you've seen a lot of change in the city, and
quite a bit of growth and change.
I hate to date you there in 50 years. You let it out when you said the.
I think the hair gives it away.
That's a lot of changes in 50 years, and of course a lot of changes on the police department, on the force in 27 years.
Quite a bit of changes.
What are some of the things that stick out in your mind as being most?
I think some of the biggest things maybe would be the changes over, and personnel, mainly, one chief retiring, another chief coming on.
Right.
I've been through, I think, 3 chiefs. And, transitions, are always difficult, but I think they've gotten better each time. Mm-hmm. The new age technology, a lot of the, equipment we're getting is a lot better, and it really helps us a lot.
Right. Who were those 3 chiefs that you've been, obviously your existing one, that's Warren Gall.
Correct. The first chief I worked for would have been J. Stanley Berg.
Okay.
Well, after he retired, we did have another chief, Wayne Player. Mm-hmm. He was temporary for a short period of time. After he left, we had Samuel Kilman, who was previously from Charlotte, North Carolina. He came to stay with us for 5 years. And then after he retired, Warren Gall, who is our current chief.
Has he been the chief? Not to put you on the spot, I'm sorry. Yeah,
I can't remember the exact year, but it was 94 or 95.
Okay, so it's a little more than a decade. So
it's good. Right about 10 years. Yeah.
Wow, it's so fascinating when you think about, and for citizens who are contemplating the Citizens Police Academy, which is really ramped up. Is it September 2000?
September 2000 is when we first started our program, yes.
Right.
And so we've done 2 a year.
And 2 a year, okay.
So we just completed this past March our 14th class.
Golly, so it has really ramped up. A lot of excitement, and you've had big crowds each session or each semester.
Started off a little bit of slowly, not as many applying, but once word got out, how fun it could be, we have had turned people away. Not enough room. Mm-hmm. We accept 25 per class. We've had a few where we've had 27, 28, trying to get that extra 1 or 2 in there, not to turn anybody away, but.
Right.
but we have had to turn people away because we had a lot of applications.
I bet. How is the Citizens Police Academy that kicks off on July 10th, and I think you said runs through August 7th, going to be different than police academies in the past?
Well, first of all, it's the first time we'll be doing one during the summer, during our busy time.
Right.
It'll be, every Tuesday for 5 weeks from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m., 8 hours of class, where our dormant class is every Monday night just for 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And this one is geared more toward the young crowd, high school juniors and seniors, or college students who are interested in law enforcement. And we're just trying to give them a tool to see if it is something they may be interested in as career-wise.
Will you have them mixed with some older residents, or will it just be...
this is just geared for that
age. It's just geared for that age range. Right. Wow.
Well, if they're a college student in the criminal justice program and they might be a little bit older, I don't think we'll turn them away for that.
Okay, sure. And that would be students. Would that be students if they're residents? Is it just for residents of Myrtle Beach? I mean, I was thinking, would that be students who maybe in college, Georgia, for instance, and are back home for the summer?
Well, mainly locally.
Okay.
We've got applications from Horry Georgetown Technical College, Conway, and Myrtle Beach campus.
Good.
We've got a couple from Coastal Carolina.
Good.
We've got several from Myrtle Beach High School, Socastee, Conway, North Myrtle Beach High School.
Okay, great.
So they're getting around.
And there are a couple of openings still available.
Well, we're going. I can't say we haven't really set a number yet, but we're probably going to be between 25 and 30 that we can accept for size of the class, and we've got well over 40 applications so far.
Is that right? Wow. And the applications are due, is it this Thursday?
This coming Thursday, 5 p.m., they are due.
Okay, great.
The 31st is the cutoff at 5 p.m.
The viewer, obviously, I was about to say if a viewer needs to get off to work now or get family off to school, but a lot of folks may be relaxing at home today. If they want to learn more about the program, is there a good phone number to call, Tommy, or maybe even a website?
They can go onto our website, thecityofmyrtlebeach.com, or go to the police department link, and then there's several links. I think our administrative division, training unit, and then there's a citizens link that tells a little bit about our Citizens Academy.
Good.
It's on there, or they can call me directly at my office, which is area code 843-918-1803.
Okay, great.
I also have a cell phone if they're interested in.
Great, yeah.
And that's area code 843-450-3361.
Okay, 450-3361.
That's
is great.
City cell phone.
And we're at a crunch time now, so folks if they want information, they need to be calling now over the next couple days. Is it a pretty arduous application, Tommy?
No, it's fairly simple, just some basic information, name, address, phone numbers, date of birth, social security number, driver's license number, and then we have a little questionnaire, why are you interested in this? What do you expect to gain? Just simple questions like that. Once we receive the application, I do have to do a background check.
Okay.
Checking for the criminal history, make sure there's nothing major there, and that they do have a active, valid driver's license.
Okay.
Since they will be driving one of our cars.
They will drive a police car?
Absolutely.
One of these students?
We have all kinds of fun teaching, and we just know, we can see it on their faces. They love driving our cars, flipping on those lights and sirens.
I bet. Golly, who wouldn't?
But we're driving through one of our actual training courses.
Is that right? Where are those training courses located, Tom?
It's on the former...
Secret? Yeah.
Well, it's not a secret. It's on the former Myrtle Beach Air Force Base.
Right.
We have our training facility out there at 3340 Mustang Street, which is right off of Shine Avenue.
Sure. And
just a few blocks away, we have a parking lot which has been donated to our use that we are able to use, and we set up our course out there.
That's great. I think I know where that is, over there off of UG, or it's on UG.
Well, actually, it's right behind one of our newer city facilities, fire department, and we have
the Department of Revenue. It's a great location.
Exactly.
It is on UG.
We actually have one of our other police department substations in that same building.
I love it. You've got a tremendous location. The Myrtle Beach Air Force Base and the Redevelopment Authority there opened the doors for some great. We've got a guest on this Thursday. Harold Stowe's real active with the Redevelopment Authority. I think the chairman there, and of course to see much of the benefits of the redevelopment out on the former Air Force Base. It's been amazing.
Oh, it has been. It's a very beautiful area. There's a lot of construction going on. a little bit of a hindrance from time to time, and noise, but it's a beautiful area. The lakes, the geese, the parks.
Right, that market common
Very
that's
nice.
going up. You're looking out from your offices there on Mustang.
And watching it every day.
Right.
Just amazing how quick they're doing it.
And the police academy, is it down on the main location off of Oak Street, or is it in Mr. Joe White Avenue? Or
Well, for this student session of the academy, all 5 classes that we're holding will be held at our training facility.
Okay, on Mustang.
That's correct.
Right. A great location out there.
But on our first meeting, we will take them on a tour of all our city facilities.
Okay, good. It is, what originally prompted, is police academies common in other areas of the country, or is it indicative just of the Myrtle Beach area?
No, it's not indicative of the Myrtle Beach area. It is pretty much, it's not widespread, but it is, pretty much. I think Virginia has several. There's several in the state of South Carolina.
Right.
And, they're all across the country. Mm-hmm. And, it's becoming very popular, and they're growing.
Is this something that anyone else in Horry County or along the Strand is doing? Is there one in, let's say, Georgetown or Horry County Police? Do they do one, or is it principally just the city of Myrtle Beach right now?
As a matter of fact, about a year ago, I was talking with the training officer in Georgetown County, and they have recently started one.
Good.
It's very small right now. They're still in the growing process, but we were trying to help them. Whatever help they wanted, we allowed them to come view our class, and
good.
Hopefully they've got some good pointers, and I think we have a good program.
Absolutely. Tommy, what are some of the differences between the program that non-students would take and the student program this summer, or are they identical?
They will be pretty much identical, some of the classes. The only thing different is, like I said, these classes will be 8-hour classes, and we'll get to go a little bit more in depth. We'll have a little bit more time with them.
You mean the ones with the students this summer?
Okay. Our normal class would, on Monday evenings for the regular classes would go from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
So we're kind of limited on, content, what we could hold during the classes, and how much we could actually teach them. I mean, we do have some instructors that are great, and they could sit there and talk all night long.
Right.
And the classes love it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But they do have other things they have to do because they're working people, get home, and got to get ready for that business night, business day, whatever. But hopefully with the student classes, we will have 8 hours that we can spend with them. We might have several different courses or classes during that day, but we can spend more time with them and more interaction.
Has the mission at all changed since September 2000 when you all launched the first one, and now 14 graduating classes later? Has it changed much? I mean, have you seen some expansion or some of the things that have been added?
I don't think much has changed.
Right.
Just the changing, different instructors coming and going, different classes, subject matters, and just like we said earlier about some of the newer technology.
Right.
Like our firearms training simulator. We just got that a few years ago, and we're able to use that with them in the classroom now instead of just telling them, what we do with firearms. Mm-hmm. They actually get to experience a live firearm, which is actually decommissioned with a laser, not regular ammo.
Right. This is FATS,
Firearms Training Simulator.
I like it, yeah. That acronym jumped out at me as I was reviewing some of the information.
That is actually one of our most favorite classes that the students have really raved about.
Is that right? Yeah.
And like I say, with the 8-hour classes, we'll be able to spend a lot more time with it.
Right.
We're 2 hours trying to get 25 people through it. You don't have very much time per person, so it really cuts into it. But this time around with this class, we'll have a lot more time to spend with it, and hopefully gets a lot more enjoyment. Not to take away from the other 2 classes,
sure.
But it's something that we really want to show them.
Absolutely.
We think it's very important.
Showcase. So you'll have students ages what to what?
Generally, I would say 17 through early mid-20s.
Right. And already 40 applications in, and expecting more over the next 72 hours.
As a matter of fact, I got one in this morning from a high school, so I think that gives me 45.
Okay. Golly, Tommy, that is exciting.